Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark Season 4. It has been a long time since I recorded the last episode. For you guys, it probably won't have been that long when this comes out because there was a few I recorded but hadn't released yet. But for me, it's been about 8 months since I last watched this show just because of all work stuff, all the stuff that I know I've told you about in other videos or community posts and things like that that have been going on in my life. But I'm here and I'm excited to jump back into the show because, as I've said before, I love this show. It's so good. It's so nostalgic for me, even though I don't remember it all. And I've missed it. I've really missed it. Having all these months off, because I kept going, oh, I might start again, or I might not, I might do, I might not. I kept going to watch more of this, to finish it off. Because I know if I'm curled up in bed, and I put YouTube on, and put The Afraid of the Dark on, I'm going to power through like 4 episodes at a time, something like that. But I kept putting it off, just in case I started again. So here I am. Yeah, I can't remember where we were up to. I know we were about 8 episodes in, 9 episodes in. Let me have a look. Ooh, that's bright. So we had Cottage Treasure Part 1 and 2, which were told by Gary and Frank. Then we had The Renegade Virus, which again by Gary. Quiet Librarian by Kiki. Water Demons by Tucker. Long Ago Locket by Sam. Silent Servant by Betty Ann. Ghostly Grinner by Betty Ann. And then The Fire Ghost by Tucker. So this episode is called The Tale of the Room for Rent. Room for Rent. See, I don't really know what this episode is going to be about because when I hear The Tale of the Room for Rent, for some reason, because like I said before, I've not watched a lot of these for years, my mind goes to Apartment 214, show with the old lady who haunts the room next door. I think in my head that's what I've always thought was Room for Rent, even though it wasn't. So I'm intrigued to see which one this is. I'm guessing it's going to be about a room for rent, and maybe they hire it out to a demon or a ghost, or there's a room that's empty and people mysteriously disappear in it, things like that. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen in terms of who's going to tell it, because I'm so out of the loop of the show at the moment. I don't know, can't remember who tells what kind of story, but we've had a few Garys, we've had 2 Betty Anns, we've had 2 Tuckers, maybe Kiki or Sam. Let's go for Kiki. I don't know why. We'll have to wait and see. I'm intrigued to see if they follow on with any sort of the relationship things, because what I remember happening was Frank flirted with every girl that walks in, basically, primarily Sam, but Sam was not interested, but Sam liked Gary, and Gary liked Sam. Obviously Tucker was Gary's little brother, so I'm intrigued to see if any of those dynamics come up again. But yeah, it's been a hot minute for me, literally coming up to 2/3 of a year, so let's jump into it. Let me know your comments down below, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. So let's jump into Season 4 of Are You Afraid of the Dark, Episode 10, The Tale of the Room for Rent. Oh, I'm already so excited to be jumping into this again. Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, I'm here. Let's go.
Kiki's late.
So who's up tonight?
I am. Just give me a minute.
Oh, Sam. Okay. Good, good.
Yo, let's get with the program.
What's she
Hold
writing?
on, I'm almost done.
You kind of said that 5 minutes ago.
Okay, everyone, calm down.
Done.
It's obviously important to the story, always is. Or it's a love letter for Gary.
Sorry, my grandmother's birthday's coming up, and I've been putting off writing that card for weeks. I do volunteer work at the library and at United Hospital,
Wow,
and I just kind of forgot.
that's cute.
I hear ya.
It's really nice.
Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow?
No, it's never good to leave something undone, because you never know if you're gonna get a chance to.
I am a master procrastinator.
Nothing so important that it can't wait.
I put
It's
everything
not
off. I put this off for 8 months.
Really important that you had to do, but something big kept you from doing it.
Like what?
Like maybe death.
Again, Frank coming out
Always
the
say
fashion.
what you have to
I love
say.
this vest thing he's got going on.
And do what you have to do.
Also, if you're wondering why this has got no button on it, it popped off today. The Tale of the Room for Rent. Oh, I've missed doing that.
She did a lot of volunteer work in town.
A
and
kid that
took
does volunteer
all
work
sorts of
and
odd
chores.
jobs. Taking care of Mrs. Simpson's
None of
yard
the children
was
that I
one.
knew.
This is your heartline.
Sarah Simpson lived alone, and most people in town
Sarah
thought she was
Simpson.
a little bit eccentric.
I see
She
there are
played
many obstacles keeping you from
The Lonely
finding your
Ghost,
true
the
soulmate.
Nana, and I believe one of the witches from Watcher's Woods. Sarah Simpson, Inagogic readings. She's like a palm reader.
Jessie lived with her grandpa Samuel.
Aw, Gramps.
Come on now. Renting my old room out
Room
is the
for
easiest way
rent.
to bring in some money till I get back to work.
I don't want some stranger living in our
It's kind of
house.
cute that it's the 90s, so you just put a sign out front going,
Grandpa.
room for rent or something in the paper.
Grandpas. Some things you just gotta do.
Whereas now, obviously, like, you put things online or whatever.
I gotta pick up my loan money from Mrs. Simpson.
Okay. In the middle of the night. Well,
That place gives
it's
me
probably not that late.
creeps. So wait for me here.
She's gonna see something spooky happen.
Hello? Forget it.
This girl looks familiar as well. Was she in Urban Corcoran? Spooky. If this was a horror film, this is where she'd see someone get killed.
I don't know.
She's a whack.
That's a lot of candles. That's very dangerous. No! It's Mr. Bean! I'm a ghost. Is it a ghost or an alien? Ghost.
What? You two look like you've seen a ghost.
A
I saw it with
ghost.
my own eyes.
Wait, saw what?
A ghost.
I like she gets to style after Grandpa, the braces with the pants. Not the ghost. Yeah. Predator.
I'm here about the room for rent.
Oh, no, call the police, Predator.
Wonderful.
Browning. John Browning.
John Browning.
Have
Good
we
John.
met before? You look familiar.
Are you on a list, John?
No.
Creep.
I don't think so.
Cup of tea?
He looks
No, thank
familiar.
you, I don't drink.
That's going to be important.
It sounds ideal.
You're not going to look at the room? Hello? You know nothing about this person. I guess it was a different time. We were more trusting of people, which you shouldn't have been.
Don't move.
Don't move. But yeah, it's just odd to me that you rent a room out without looking at it,
Jesse,
showing it to the
this is Mr.
person.
Browning. Would you show him?
knowing much about him.
Just like that?
Things are going to work out just fine.
I don't think that's true. Oh! He's staring at your granddaughter in a way that shouldn't be happening in these kind of shows. Ah, ghost. So is that the grandpa?
That's him. That's the ghost we saw come out of Mrs. Simpson's ceiling.
Oh, come on.
A strange
Jesse.
sentence.
I didn't move.
She still stood there.
I was doing a welcoming meditation for an event known in the psychic world as the opening.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yes. It's an opportunity for the spirits to come back and to complete something they left undone in life.
Ah.
Chance?
Precisely.
And the granddad said he recognised him.
Until midnight of the next full moon to complete their task.
So
When's the
something
next full moon?
is going on here in this town.
What's that?
That's an ominous glow. Hello? Oh! God. Ah! That's creepy. I don't like it. Don't run away. Go and save your granddad. No? Okay. Fine. Oh.
Don't stand in my way.
Well, that was ominous.
The ghost tried to take your body.
Oh, I don't believe this.
It's true. And we can prove it.
How? How? He must be out.
He's not even here.
Or is he in the granddad? Don't know. Depends how long it took for them to go downstairs and how long it takes to get inside. I don't know. Oh.
Jesse,
Was that the granddad?
gotta see this.
Have they got a history?
Recognize anybody?
Sure, that's
Oh,
Grandpa,
there's all three of
Mrs.
them.
Simpson, and
The ghost!
That's him. That's the ghost.
It can't be. That was my fiancé, Jacob.
You were gonna marry a ghost?
Oh, heavens, no. We were going to get married right after the war, but
He died, I'm guessing.
But what?
He's still in the
I
uniform.
fell in love with someone else.
Oh.
I was going to tell Jacob when he returned, but he never made it back.
So he died in the war. She moved
Grandpa
on.
knew him?
And he's back for
Jacob and
vengeance
Samuel
to
were in the
be
Air
with
Force
her again? I
together.
don't know.
During a mission, their plane was hit.
Oh.
Your grandfather ordered Jacob to put on a parachute and jump. The parachute failed.
Oh, God. What an awful way to go.
An eye for an eye.
I don't think he meant to kill him,
Come
though.
back for revenge.
So it's fault
gotta
and the
get
parachute
home.
failed.
Jesse,
The plane's going down, you jump out.
this time, I'm going with you.
I hope that's not what this is. He's behind you.
Hello, Sarah.
Samuel?
Jacob, back from the dead. I agree he looks like Jacob, but really, where do you find this stuff? I always thought of you as a level-headed woman.
And what, may I ask, has keeping your feet planted firmly on the ground ever done for you, you old goat?
Well, at least I am not the laughing stock of the whole town.
With them.
So no wonder they broke up then, they
I
have to
don't
bicker
know.
a lot.
They can't spend 5 minutes together without fighting.
That means there's feelings there though, because someone doesn't bother you that much unless they get inside you.
I will love you forever, Sarah.
Oh.
Mrs. Simpson?
Oh, we're not meant to know that. I kind of figured that's what he meant when he said she was going to marry someone else. Whatever. Uh-oh. 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 I mean, if your granddad was at risk of being like possessed or whatever by this ghost, wouldn't you spend every second with him? I know she's left a friend there, but he's gone. Oh, he's got him.
I found the journal! Hello?
Jesse,
Hello?
why is your grandfather standing outside my house?
Uh-oh.
I've missed you, Sarah.
Jacob.
I've missed you, Sarah.
Your grandfather will live, but with my spirit.
No.
Will return to the light in my place.
No, no.
You and I can be together again, sweet Sarah.
No.
Jesse, don't.
It's his fault that I died. It's only fair that I should live through him.
It wasn't his fault.
No.
He tried to save you. It's in his journal.
What journal?
Grandpa's journal. Listen.
Well, obviously.
We were missing one parachute. Only Jacob and I were left. He didn't know there was only one chute, so I lied and said I would follow him.
Oh. So he's going to stay there and die. Oh.
It should have been me.
He tried to save you.
I didn't know.
Oh, Samuel.
Time to go back, Samuel.
Sarah, we can be together again.
I'm sorry, Jacob.
Go.
I never got the chance to tell you, but
I don't want you.
Samuel I really loved.
Kick a man while he's down and dead.
Something he never did.
Let him go. He was your friend.
Save him. Just as he tried to save you.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Sarah, what is this?
I think it's a new start.
Oh, are they going to be together?
Grandpa Samuel and Mrs.
Please.
Simpson renewed their love affair,
Yes!
proving that it's never too late for true love to be rekindled.
That's true.
The end.
Okay, guys, that was Are You Afraid of the Dark, Season 4, Episode 10, The Tale of the Room for Rent, told by Sam. That was good. That was a nice one to come back to, like a really easy to watch one. It wasn't overly scary. It wasn't like really depressing or dark, but it was just like an easy one to slide back into the show with. I would say it's probably not my favourite episode of the season by a long shot, but it was good. So I liked the story about how they had a room for rent, so it was obviously going to be taken over by someone not good. But it was just so cute because it was early 90s to see the difference in how things were done then. Like, I don't even know if in the early 90s you would just put a sign outside your door. Maybe in certain parts of America, maybe, like more suburban parts where people could drive past. I don't know. But obviously I just know that today you'd put like adverts on the internet or at workplaces, things like that to find someone. So just putting a sign outside your front door saying, room for rent, and seeing if someone just turns up, to me really scares me. Like if I put a sign outside my front door, because I've got a spare room at my house at the moment, if I put a sign in my front garden or a little piece of grass in front of my house and someone knocked on my door, I'd be like, oh, what do you want? I'd be so scared. But then to have the guy come in, and straight away he was really creepy. And like I said in the episode, I don't know if I cut it or not, I know I was like reading too much into it, but the way he looked at that girl was like, no, okay. But just in general, he was quite creepy. And for the granddad to just offer him the room without knowing anything about the guy, or the guy even looking at the room, I would find so suspicious. So like, again, if someone came to my house and was like, yeah, okay, so it's a double room, there's room for some furniture around it, do you want it? And they went, yeah. And I knew nothing about this person. Absolutely not. Like, I've lived with people that I've sat and got to know a bit, and then they've moved in and been like, this was not a good idea. You know? So just that whole thing was sketch to me. But I get it's a kid's show and you've got to move things along at a fast pace. So that kind of makes sense that he just moved in really quickly. Although he was really creepy. Just the way he spoke, the way he looked at the daughter. The granddad should have been a bit like, I don't know if I feel comfortable knowing that he's ill, bringing someone into my house that's a stranger when I've got my granddaughter living there as well. Was a bit weird to me, but hey, what do I know? But yeah, obviously before he came to look at the room, or to get the room, we saw him come down in the beam of light. It was a ghost that Sarah summoned. And the whole story about this ghost, I feel conflicted about, right? So, he was a dude in the army with the uncle, the grandfather, who ordered him to jump out of the plane with a parachute, or the helicopter, and it failed and he died. And it seems obvious to me that he made him jump out to save him. He wouldn't know that the parachute was going to fail, but he was like, it's his fault that he died, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't. Like, I guess it was in the sense that he made him jump out with a dodgy parachute, but he didn't know, and he did that to save him. Now, they didn't know that till they read the diary, but it just seems obvious to me that it's like, he made you jump out whilst the vehicle was failing to try and survive, but you blamed him for it. Okay, that's one thing. I still feel weird about it, because I feel like it was harsh on the granddad. But then, when it was the end part, when they were sending Jacob back up, he was like, no, we can be together, we can have another life, we can have another chance, like, you know, we can be together again, but in someone else's body. And the one was like, oh, I forgot to tell you, before you got back from the war, I moved on, there was someone else that I loved. Don't stay here, bye. And like, I get it, she was honest, and that's great. Honesty is obviously the best policy, always. But it just feels really mean that this ghost has been dead for so many years, who died in the war, couldn't get back to the person that he loved, not knowing that she'd already moved on. He gets his one chance to come back, and when he does, and to be with the woman that he loves, the woman's like, no, sorry, I moved on before you even got back from the war. So all these years that you've probably been in turmoil in wherever, so I moved on. And I get it, it's like, it's the truth, and that's the best way. But it just makes me feel a little conflicted, because it's like, it's a bit harsh on the ghost. But I also don't think she should have just like made him stay. Of course he had to go, and she was honest, and that was great. But you know, it just feels like me. I feel sorry for him a little bit, because he's obviously spent all this time as a ghost in turmoil, not, what's the word the phrase they always use is unfinished business. And he gets to come finish that, and it's like, nah, Stars, I moved on. I feel a bit mean on him, but it was the right thing to do. It really was. But it was a good episode. It was fun. A little bit spooky when the ghost was like hovering above Granddad's bed, and then when he like poked through the door, that was quite creepy. I like that effect. I thought it was really good, because there wasn't a lot of, the episode was more kind of creepy, I guess, than kind of scary, in the sense that the ghost was hanging around. We knew who he was, in terms of we knew he was the ghost. I think it was at the house. We knew he was hanging around behind the Granddad trying to take over him. And then, yeah. So I like that it ended with them all being happy and the two people falling in love again. I thought that was really cute. So yeah, it was a good episode. Not overly scary, a couple of creepy moments, but I liked it. It was fun. And yeah, good episode. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of Are You Afraid of the Dark Season 4, Episode 10, The Tale of the Room for Rent. I'm glad to be back. I'm excited to watch the rest of the season now. Hopefully I'll get a chance to record it soon. When this is coming out, I have no idea. So to you guys, this won't make any difference whatsoever, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'm excited to be back again. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. Thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of You Afraid of the Dark Season 4. Bye guys. Stay safe. Take care.